Hey Canucks fans, the Vancouver Canucks have been defeated by the Colorado Avalanche 4-2 at Rogers Arena. And my son Sean was at the game. I'm going to bring him in for my live stream tonight at 10 p.m., presuming he gets home in time, and he can give you a first-hand account of what he experienced at the game. But for now, let's go with, as always, what I liked, what I didn't like, and one other thing. So Wednesday night at my church, so I had it on while I was running our religious education program for 110 kids, but I was able to watch enough of the game and read enough already and see enough highlights to give a mostly informed opinion. So what did I like? Well, I liked the play of Tucker Poolman. 1 goal, 1 assist. I know the goal was a bit of a fluky one. He was a +2 and just only 50 minutes of ice time, but maybe I couldn't tell if he did anything super poorly. So going from the stat line, it looks like he had a decent game, seemed engaged, and you can't argue with his stat line, at least from an offensive perspective. So I like the play of Tucker Poolman. I like the play of Travis Hamonic. I was really excited, as you guys know, to see him paired with Quinn Hughes. I think this is what they've been building up to ever since Hamonic made his return back. And nothing on the score sheet, but he did have 2 shots, 3 hits, and 5 block shots. So in 21 minutes of ice time, the second most of all defensemen. So I thought Hamonic was really good, and my son Sean confirmed it to me. He said that Hamonic and Hughes looked really good together. Sean did say that Hughes looked good except his bonehead penalty, which I'll get to in a second. I also like the play of Connor Garland, not only because he scored the first Canucks goal, but every time he was on the ice, or not every time, but he certainly makes things happen. He had 5 shots on net. He's always creating open space for himself, but only still, 50 minutes of ice time, so not bad. So I like Garland's game. I like Nils Höglander too. He also, like Hamonic, wasn't on the score sheet, but he had 3 shots on goal, 14.5 minutes of ice time. And when I saw him, he seemed like he was really working, trying to create offense, trying to make open space for himself as well, similar to Garland. Höglander and Garland play similar type games, so I did like Höglander's game. And I also like Tyler Mott's game. He had an assist, he had 2 hits, 2 blocks, only 11 minutes of ice time as he continues to ramp up, from coming back from his neck surgery or back surgery. I think it was neck surgery. But overall, I noticed Mott's game as well, and I thought he was quite engaged. So you notice the goals came from Garland, yes, but then Poolman, and then guys like Mott and Lammikko were getting the points as opposed to PD, Hughes, Miller, Horvat, those type of players. So that leads me into what I didn't like. Before I get to the individual performances, obviously, special teams, again, stop me if you heard this before. Power play, 0 for 3, so at least they drew 3 chances, although, so 0 for 3, though, it didn't look good in the first one especially, so 0%, obviously, easy math. And the penalty kill, they only went 2 for 5. Colorado scored on 3 of their 5 chances. That is brutal. That's all 3 of Colorado's goals plus an empty netter. So the Colorado didn't really score 5 on 5 if you consider that empty netter 6 on 5. So the Canucks were good. Actually, I'll go back. 5 on 5, the Canucks were fine tonight. They were. You could say they even controlled play. They outshot the Avalanche overall 34-30. And I thought 5 on 5, they were just fine. They didn't let a goal in 5 on 5, but they let in 3 power play goals. So it's the same thing every time. Canucks take an early penalty. They can't kill it. Opposition goes up 1-0 on a power play, and then you're chasing the game for the last 50 minutes, the last 45 minutes, the last 55 minutes. It's the same old thing. It's the same old thing. So I don't know if that's coaching, if that's the players, if that's a combination of both, but it's so frustrating. So yes, the Canucks only kill 40% of the Colorado power plays. They get 0% on the power play. That's a CCST, Clay's cumulative special team stat of only 40%. That's brutal. It's ridiculous. The penalty kill is getting worse somehow. Instead of allowing 1 or 2 goals a game, they're allowing 3 now, which is brutal. It's just, I don't know. Is it scheme? Is it personnel? It's everything. It's coaching. It's everything. And they're going to have to fix it. I don't know how, but they're going to have to fix it. I haven't looked up Winnipeg's and Chicago's power play stats. Hopefully they're not that good. And then maybe the Canucks can get some confidence from an early kill against one, in their next 2 games. So I also didn't like, it kind of goes part and parcel with this, I didn't like the fact that they gave up the first goal once again. I think it's 75% of their games they gave up the first goal, so you're chasing the game. Pettersson, almost invisible. Besser, same thing. Those 2 guys are both struggling. They're 2 of my favorite players, but they are not looking good right now at all. And Quinn Hughes, we got to talk about this. So there's a couple of things I don't like. I don't like the fact, and many people don't like the fact that no one stood up for him but then that doesn't excuse him skating to the other end of the ice and taking a stupid penalty, a penalty that basically makes the Canucks lose the game, because that was the game-winning goal, the power play goal, Makar's goal, the third goal on the Hughes penalty. Kind of ironic that Makar scores while Hughes is in the box. And as much as Hughes was upset, or maybe he was hurt or embarrassed, or he was frustrated, you can't take that penalty, not in the early stages of the third period in a tie game where you have to win, and where the Colorado Avalanche had just scored a minute prior to that. So just lack of awareness from Hughes there. I get it, and I get that he's frustrated, and maybe his pride was wounded a little bit. But less than a minute after the Colorado second goal, the Avalanche scored the game winner on the power play. So to recap what I liked, 5-on-5 play for the Canucks, Pullman, Hamonic, Mott, Garland, and Hoglander. What I didn't like, obviously the penalty kill, didn't like the power play, didn't like Hughes' decision to take that penalty, which led to the game-winning goal. Certainly didn't like the play of Pettersson-Hughes, and I couldn't stand the fact that we couldn't even get in the zone for the last minute with the extra man. Okay, one other thing. This was supposed to be a statement game. So the Canucks came out pretty flat, but then they tied it up at the end of the first, or whenever it was, and then they took the lead at the start of the third period, which is pretty cool. Sorry, they tied it in the second, and then they took the lead at the start of the third, but that lead lasted a grand total of 49 seconds. Then Colorado scored, Kadri, and then, of course, a minute after that, it was Makar, and the game was basically done. So what's my one other thing? I vlogged about being positive, and I saw a lot of good things in the Canucks game 5-on-5, but the things that have been plaguing them all season are continuing to kill them, and I don't see a way out of this. Now, I'm going to the game on Friday against Winnipeg. I'm going to the game against Chicago on Sunday. I'm not saying that I'm the secret weapon or because my record's pretty, well, everyone's home record going to games is pretty bad this year. So I'm excited to go. I want to cheer the guys on. I'm not going to be yelling fire Benning. I'm not going to be yelling fire Green, although my son Sean said there were some audible fire Benning chants, especially in the third. So I'm very interested to see what the mood is like on Friday. So what's my one other thing? This is supposed to be a statement game. It's supposed to be a statement homestand. Colorado is a good team, but you could argue that Winnipeg should be more winnable, even though I think Winnipeg is ahead of them in the standings right now. And then definitely the Chicago game should be a winnable game. So I'm the eternal optimist. Maybe the Canucks end up 2-1 on this road stand, on this homestand, excuse me. But we'll see. I spoke too soon. Winnipeg's at the top of the Central Division, so that's going to be a tough game as well on Friday. All right, Canucks fans, tell me what you liked, tell me what you didn't like, and tell me one other thing. And put in the comments below. Remember, you'll be eligible for a prize at the end of November, $50 gift certificate with Vanbase for anyone who does it in that format, gives me their feedback. And don't forget to join me at my live stream, at 10 p.m., where my son Sean will be joining me for some of it at least. I'll also be announcing the winner of the Instagram contest on my live stream tonight, and they're winning tickets to the Friday game. Hopefully they still want to go. And Coach Rob was supposed to go tonight, but he couldn't. Unfortunately, he's stuck in Chilliwack with the highway. And so my thoughts and prayers go out to everyone who's been affected. Those that have lost lives, lost property, lost livestock. It's a really, really tough time. So I say a prayer for all people suffering right now. Okay, fans, let me know in the comments below what you like, what you didn't like, and one other thing. Shout out to my hero members, nucksfan number 29, Justin Credible, Lucas Gates, and Andrew Chang. Hall of Fame members, Jens95, simalexander, Chris Seifert, Adam Brewfield, Shannon Hollingworth, Carol Bovenlander, and HSM Fangirl Gaming. Thanks for your support as always, and thanks to the support of all members of all levels. You're listed in my video descriptions. If you want to become a member of the CCC Crew, press the join button underneath this or in my videos on the memberships tab on my YouTube channel. And as always, this vlog is brought to you by Perform and Transform, personal training and weight loss. Sign up for a free 7-day trial. Use the link in my video description below. Subscribe if you'd like to, like this video if you'd like to, become a member of this channel if you'd like to, and leave a comment down below if you'd like to. I'll see you at my live stream at 10 p.m. in just a little bit. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. God bless, and go Canucks go.